Well, thanks, man. Thanks for your time. Glad we got to finally connect.
You too, my friend.
Yeah.
Are we live, local?
We're live. And it's just a conversation. I don't have like interview questions, but
I'm an open book.
great, fantastic.
I'm gonna do the best I can not to cuss.
No, you be you, man. If you want to cuss, you want to smoke, whatever, you be you. But I start, Anthony, at people's origin stories. Tell me about yourself. Where were you born and raised?
My name's Anthony, everybody, and I was born in Pensacola, Florida. There was this little town called Beulah. It's God's country. Cow fields as far as you could see, both directions. Really beautiful. A river on each side of the county, the intercoastal, 2 bays, then the Gulf of Mexico. And I grew up on a farm. We had Texas Longhorns, cows, chickens, pigs. We rodeoed. One neighbor. So it was dirt bikes, hunting, fishing, Dukes of Hazzard style. And I really miss that place. The Navy Federals came in and started buying them up. And it's opposite of what's going on here in the big life in like rural urban cities. Urban cities have mom and pop stores and they don't want corporate America in. Whereas back home, it's rural cow fields and farmers, and corporate America is buying them out and turning rural into city, complete opposite.
Well, tell me about your home life. You have brothers and sisters?
This is a hard one, bud. I was adopted by my great aunt and uncle. I just learned more about my life the month I came up here, the month before I came up here, than I have my entire life. I was adopted by my great aunt and uncle, like I said. My mother was a drug addict, father was dealer, father in prison, mom on dope. So my great aunt, uncle, really great aunt, adopted me. She's the one that's a practitioner.
Now, how did you find that out?
What do you mean?
You said you just recently found that out.
Oh, well, I found out more about my life the month prior to coming here. A lot of many things. For example, I knew I had a dead baby brother. I didn't know I had 3 dead baby brothers. And it took about 20 years to get a damn tombstone on my mother's grave. Mind you, these are multi-fucking millionaires. My teenage ass wants to put a stone on it. Why, what for? I said, y'all just are sad that I have no money, and all y'all's money, y'all never put one on there. But I had to ask their permission, which was bullshit. So they eventually done it. I have 3 dead baby brothers, so what'll I do? My ass immediately runs out the damn house from my mom. I call her mom. That's the adopted mother. I run out as quick as I freaking can and run up to our Squirrel Cemetery. It's our neighborhood cemetery. Everybody's buried. And I start checking unmarked infant graves. Hard, man. I have a biological sister that's left. She's had like 5 interracial children. They're gone, dispersed. Everybody on my side of the family, we're like all drug babies. Very sad.
So, growing up, you went to school, high school. Tell me about high school days.
I went, if the church doors was open, my ass was in it, and I went to Christian schools too. It was like prison. Gotta have your shirt tucked in and all that, belt, brown khaki pants.
Uniforms. They had
white,
uniforms.
yeah, uniform,
Yeah.
costume. White shirt or green. And at 8th grade, I never had a referral, been in any type of trouble a day of my life. So 8th grade, I get an award with this chick called Best Personality, something school did, and I had a science award in 8th grade. Guess what? I had student of the fucking year in 8th grade. Ooh, I'm quiet little mouse me. Who would have believed it? Well, the next year, going into high school, per se, Florida had a zero tolerance policy, so seed, a stem, any of it is a jailable offense. Well, I've been using marijuana since 5th grade. I smoke it before I go to school, after. I have never, ever even thought of, much less done this. I've never brought it to school. I've never used it at school. So a friend of mine brings it. We always smoke at McDonald's. We come in, he brought it. Of course, he gets busted with one of the others. Never done it on school property. They get busted basically for suspicion of marijuana. Expelled from all public schools from Escambia County for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Up to this, never had a referral, nothing.
And this is before it's legal, when, you know, it's...
My parents were born in the 40s, or they believed it was the devil. So my dad hated it, but he also said, you know, what they done at the parking lot has nothing to do with...
Yeah. So this is like early 90s Florida, they're like...
2000s.
2000s.
And, but it came back around, like, I guess karma, as you could say, because the superintendent of the school board, guess what? He gets a damn DUI that year, too. Yes.
So you're out of the public school system, where you go?
All right, so from there I went to Pensacola Junior College and went to night school and graduated.
And you're living at home this whole time and doing that stuff?
Oh, no. Well, yes, I was then. From there, I went to a technical school to work on outboards and inboards for boats. And then didn't learn much, anything. Probably about 5 years later, I went to Auburn University, College of Veterinary Medicine, Canine Performance Science. And I have a 4-year bachelor's in that. We train vapor wake explosive dogs. They smell in wake of vapor. So somebody walks past you and farts, you know, crop dust, everybody's like, ah! Or you smell grandma's fried chicken on Sunday, like, it gotta be over there, who's burning? So that's how the dogs see in color. TSA airports got them. Mainly before that was our soldiers overseas for the IEDs. And there's even a program down South Florida for the aliquot snakes. Basically, our dogs are still saving fucking lives to this day. Even though I've been out of the business, and they're $80, $70, $140,000.
After you got that degree, did you start in that field and start working?
Oh, back to the marijuana again at school. I have epileptic seizures. I'm diagnosed tonic-clonic. One's real fast, the other one you lock up. Basically, this noggin hits the ground. Oh, with it, they can kill you. Well, so my memory is really bad. You'll have to catch me up and pick me up to par, folks. So, restate the question.
Oh, I was gonna say, after you got this degree, where did you start working?
Back to the marijuana.
Yes, and that's what you said.
It always goes to the marijuana. First year out, I'm working under somebody as my internship, and there's like 500,000 different types of licenses. You got to get a lot of small ones, some big ones. I'm going through that internship, applying for license. One of the licenses is a DEA license, Drug Enforcement Administration. To be a veterinarian, a doctor, I have to have access to drugs. So a lot of the drugs that animals take are pretty much the same antibiotics that we take, and so on and so forth. Well, as I'm applying for my DEA license, mind you, I smoke marijuana because of my epilepsy. It's still illegal in Florida. Well, guess what happens, folks? I get busted with a quarter bag of pop. Anybody know what happens after that? There goes my fucking DEA license, hopes and dreams of ever becoming a vet. So now, I can work under, shovel the crap. I'll never make those money. And they'd love to hire me in. There'd be like a second veterinarian
So
for
you get like blacklisted.
half the pay. Yeah, so
All right.
somebody goes, well, that's the law down there in Florida. It's legal up here. No, you don't understand. It's a national DEA.
Gotcha.
So they're not going to have a stoner with access to fentanyl, oxycodone,
Oh, I see. 'Cause
LSD number 25.
all those drugs.
Whatever
are
else they got in there.
accessible, like you said. I see.
So I came out here was one of my many reasons to start over, start a new life. I'm 60 or 65 CEU credits away from my master's. I was thinking about teaching world history. Smoke, get up there, do my little seminar. Today, class, blah, 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 blah.
So when did you made the move from Florida to Seattle?
2,700 miles without a dollar in my pocket.
Tell me about that adventure. How'd you get here?
I'd been dead if I wouldn't have come here.
Tell me more.
Back home, my uncle was clerk of the Supreme Court for 57 years. The building's his. My dad knew every damn sheriff there was, Republican and or Democrat. And he was very political. A lot of these big wigs would come over and ask my father examples, advice. And what were we on again?
Oh, I was gonna say, when you got here, how did you get here?
Back to that. I went away to prison for a crime of passion. It was the assault and battery in my own home. Man told me to run. I looked down, seen a bullshit knife. I was gonna shoot him. I don't know why. I slashed him. He didn't show up to court. State picks it up because it's a crime against the state. Now I get 7 damn years. In between all that, my mother has blown 1.85 million goddamn dollars. My belief is I ain't worked for it, it ain't mine. She has nothing to show for it. Very spooky. She don't do drugs and was the practitioner. There's also like 8 family homes in the neighborhood that are all gone, except for 2. That's because she can't take it. In this, a little bit about me, folks. I have one son, Jason Matthew. He has 2 grandfathers, right? Because that's life. One grandfather, my father, international drug smuggler. We're roadies too, or used to be. My son's other grandfather, mother's side, guess what he is? Special Agent Ronald Chambers, FBI. 40 some odd damn years. So there'd be many a nights when I've moved 10, 20, 30 pounds of pot, it being illegal, and coming in to sit down and eat dinner with my old lady, and there's FBI men, DEA, and all the alphabet people here at the table. And I'm thinking if they only knew that X amount of this, that, and carload full of pot, you know, I'm sure they don't care to an extent.
Right.
With all that madness being said, I was gone for 7 years. And when you're in a prison, I had phone calls, but it's like this. You're not really seeing. So when I got out, I seen and saw, like, no way. My mother was supposed to give me one of the houses, and I never asked. I was supposed to stay across from my brother, who is adopting my son. I couldn't, I was in prison, keep him out of foster care. My ex is gonna do some time, so she couldn't do it. She's been a fugitive for 3 years. In all this, there are international drug smugglers, there's FBI, there's DEA. The local cops back home, they can't fucking stand me. Not that I'm a hoodlum or anything like that. They came up to my residence, and my aunt saved my life one night. She's seen all the cop cars. She comes in there to my old lady at the time and goes, Jill, where's Anthony? She says, oh, he's in the backyard talking with the police. Like how we're doing now. Oh no. Backyard square, and then in the back part we got another little square part for the chicken coop. There ain't no chickens, so this is like 8 foot. Well, these police are coming single file, and then all of a sudden they fan out. Oh shit. I'm highly trained in martial arts. They know this. That's why I sent so many. Every one of these guys, I'm a small guy, so it don't take nothing to be bigger than me. Every one of these guys is this damn big monsters. So my aunt's running out there to see me talking with the police, you know, diplomatically. This is what they see. They came up, fanned, I shut the gate, told them, fuck you, I ain't going. Somebody has to go. Basically, my aunt comes out there, I got my arms in the gate like this, grabbing on. They got one foot this way pulling, they got the other that way pulling. I think they got this limp. I'm still holding on right here, giving them hell. And I'm fighting and so on and so forth. Well, my aunt comes up, of all people, starts, she grabs me by my damn, I don't remember none of the ass whooping they was trying to give me or felt no pain, but I remember my aunt coming up and yanking my damn ear, going, ah! She beat me on Anthony, ah! She drove me out the front yard of the police. Oh, wait, she's got him. You don't do stuff like that. The police back home are tied in. I don't know. It's, I don't know if DEA or FBI said these knuckleheads are going to run its course till we get our quota. They're already damned, per se. Leave them alone. If they're breaking the law out there, I guess you have to take them. We'll get them out. I'm not a stool pigeon, a snitch. I'm also not a dealer, just a user. I just want 4 walls and peace, quiet. Thought I'd have a chance to raise the son. It was possible. But all that madness is out there. On that same damn street, my other grandfather shot himself. In that same house down there, both the original owners shot themselves. There are big, serious people at play here. This came over once, twice with some previous family members. Some like me, but in a more extreme way, like read all about it, ding, 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 Bill. You can't do that. Well, guess what happened to them? Loony bin. They're fucking cuckoo crazy. And if they weren't, by the time they pump them full of all them damn drugs, they really are. So who's to ever believe this? But even though that far-fetched pink polka dot fucking flying elephant is real and they know where it's at.
Well, so how long have you been in Seattle?
I've been here about 4 months now.
Yeah, you just got here.
And I escaped with my fucking life, barely. On the violent side, on a framing side, on a drug use side. I was getting ounces for $80 fucking. Crystal meth. That's not my poison, but I mean, that's an easy way to check out right there.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to stay home because of other family members selling. I tried to explain to them, it don't matter if you move, I just sold a nickel bag, a dime, or 20, or it don't matter if you sell a nickel bag once, but you do it 10,000, 5,000 times. But you've done probably 10 or 20 today, you know, nickel bags, even though it's bigger numbers than this. Well, that little nickel bag times 10,000 equals the goddamn dump truck. I try to explain to one family member that they don't care. Here, take this whole thing and sell it for years. It's full of dope. Here you go. You need another one? Here's another. Well, that builds a damn case to the moon. So I got out of there. Very, very sneaky, deceiving, scary stuff that's over my head. And in that same neighborhood is my son. And this one family member, I said, I can't be around you because they're either gonna, oh, he's on it because he's her. Or, oh, is he you? Nah, but they're making money off of it. And I do neither one of them. So if I was to stay, nobody just in their right mind would believe. You'd have to be the A, using, or B, helping her move and or
So
sell.
your son is still there?
My son is around the corner with my brother, which is safe. Don't do drugs.
How old is he, your son?
15.
Oh, he's 15.
First year of high school.
And
same school.
You talk to him? You have a relationship with him?
Used to. When I got out of prison, I taught him sign language, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So if there's ever trouble, hey, daddy, help me. You know, he can spit. Taught him martial arts. I'm supposed to be able to see him like whenever I want, but
Or call him?
it's not really going that way. So what I can do is I brought my ass up here. Not all I can do. I can stay my ass fucking alive. Number one. And kid can see me one day. Number two, as I stay alive and get this disability, agonizing, grueling process, I'll have a bullshit studio apartment or something. I'll have something. I'll have a roof over my head and walls. 3 years gonna come by like that. Now, when that happens and shit hits the fan down there, because I know it will, I've already been prepared for you, kid. We got a nice futon couch. Yeah. I'm gonna send for you. Come up.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. But when you came up here, you didn't have a place to stay or anything. You just on the streets.
No, I had a family member.
Okay.
It's not family. My mother's best friend's husband is up here. So basically, Uncle Jesse. But he's a heavy user, which doesn't affect me. Not anymore. But I think all the time, just what if that damn door gets kicked and free and I'm around? There's not enough there at his place to do that. That's what I was trying to tell my aunt and my woman back home.
So you're not staying with Uncle Jesse anymore? You're just on
He allowed me to stay there about 4 days.
Oh, gotcha.
Till I got in.
Gotcha. And currently, where are you staying, Anthony?
Wherever I can put that hammock, that little folding thing right there up. Out here on Aurora, you're gonna get tapped 20 times a night. You got any fetty? You got any? Man, I've never done that shit. I've seen it from here to 10 feet away. And regardless of that, you couldn't pay me to do that shit. It's a no, it's bad. Now, it may look like I'm a knucklehead. I'm quite serious. Check this out. See that, everybody? Disability goal number 1. Number 2, family. Son, Jason. And I do this every month. I always put Jesus on top of everything I do. Yahweh, God, your higher power. To me, there's only one. Without Him, Jesus, God, I can't do nothing. And out of all this madness of these goals, like I said, I do this every month. I will complete damn near 3/4 of all these. And these are hard goals, especially when you're homeless. And I used to make $2,800 a week. So it's so tempting for me to go into work for just this week. And when I have a seizure, play it off or something and maybe do 2 weeks like that. I have $6,000, $7,000. I go buy me a damn RV and play the RV Walter White game. I can't because your life's on the fucking line and mine. I have a seizure, fall, and it kills you. That's not cool. So I'm roughing it. And I don't ask people for money neither. This kind of man's helping me out for this interview on this. And I try to hold that with grace and respect and just, there's another term I'm looking for. To do certain things in life is very fucking easy. You take your ass to work, get your job, pay for it. If I go in and do that, the years I've been trying to get my disability vanishes like a fart in the wind. So I'm having to rough it out. wait on the Oaks. I get in the Oaks, I'll ride that out for disability, then I'll pick a place. Or I might just keep moving. I don't know.
So, Anthony, are you on meds for your seizures?
Yes. None of them work. Tegretol, Dilantin, nothing. I just smoke lots of marijuana.
So that's what your drug of choice right now is cannabis?
I don't think it's a drug.
Well, I should say this. Let's rephrase that. I don't know.
My methadone is.
Your methadone, okay.
Yeah, I like it. I need it.
For your leisure, cannabis. For whatever.
Leisure, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
Gotcha. And methadone is a
Painkiller. I've had 5 reconstructive surgeries, so, and probably more to come. I'm battling paralysis. We've had 4 carpal tunnel surgeries in these. We're talking about coming in through my neck. And back home, they did one of my brother's C3. He turns like this. They want all 4 of mine. Long story short, 60% chance I'll be in a chair. So I'd much rather just be a dope head and get high.
Gotcha.
It helps me deal with the pain.
Yeah. Anthony, one last question I like to ask. Is there anything that you would want the people of Seattle to know?
Like what?
You know, I think being unhoused, a lot of the unhoused folks I talk to get treated a lot different than the housed folks, or from the housed folks.
Of course.
And in your experience in this last 4 months, and I guess the question is, you know, is this the first time you've been unhoused when you came up here? Or have you experienced that before?
I have when I was back home, probably about a month prior to coming. And my ex would kind of use it. We were breaking up, kind of deal. Getting together, breaking back up. And anyway, she'd, at the drop of a hat, get out of here. Shit. So I'd throw all my belongings together, go sleep somewhere, come back a day. I'd lose an item. And this would happen every other day till I lose till I had damn near nothing left. And I said, well, of these 8 houses that my mom's damn near sold, my brother's got one, thank God, that's family's raising my kid in. I don't want to look at the house, and the house my brother's in's like right here. Mine was across, adjacent. Let's see my son, you know. Anyway, after that house is gone and a few more, I wasn't gonna be homeless and walking them streets like, damn, that house was mine. Or how about this one going, it's fucking freezing. And I see that fireplace that's always gonna be mine, has been promised to me, and his family in it, and it's warm.
Yeah.
And I see my kid in the other house right beside it, playing with his Christmas presents like that, and I'm free. So I wasn't gonna put myself through that. So I said, if I have to be homeless, it's gonna be up here.
Gotcha.
It's also not 116 degrees.
Well, it's gonna get cold. It's gonna get cold here pretty soon, and I hope you stay warm.
I wore 2 jackets, 4 shirts last night,
man.
2 socks, 2 pants.
Yeah, it's
I'm
already
freezing my balls
getting
off.
pretty warm.
I'm from
yeah.
the
Or
Sunshine
getting
State
cold,
where
I
it's
should say.
warm.
Yeah.
I ain't used to this.
Yeah.
So I've put in for housing at the Oaks.
Well, so that's what when I was asked, is there anything you want to say to the people of Seattle? And it doesn't have to be around that either. It could be anything.
Of me, the situation, or Seattle, or what?
Yeah, it's kind of an open-ended question.
Is there anything I want to tell the people of Seattle? If I die trying to obtain my goals up here, whether if I die on the damn sidewalk, somebody set me on fire and taking my shit, they do that stuff. So, hobos. Especially if you're a drug addict hobo. Thank God I'm not one. If, for my story and my safety, if something happens to me, I was murdered. I have been off that needle for 9 years, 9 months, and I forget how many days. A lot of my family members believe were murdered. like inside stuff. And they got the police force, the sheriff office. It's big, it's over in their pocket. And I was calling folks back home, and I was saying, if something happens to me, you know what I do and you know what I don't do. So when and or if you find me, and that's in me, you just know for goddamn sure it was foul play.
Gotcha.
And I had to live with that every day. I got out of there. And I want people of Seattle to know I want a new life away from it, to where I can come up, meet, shake your hand for who I am now. Can't change the past. Somebody says something, oh, I never seen or I never knew him, known that of him since I met him. This wonderful fucking land up here gives me the opportunity to do it. Thank you, God. I've also got health care. I've been trying for 9 fucking years. I got a doctor saying I can't work. I got 3 doctors now. 3 now. I had the Epilepsy Alliance have to make them do it. Well, now I'm getting the health care I need. So, I also get food stamps too. I wasn't getting that back home. I want to go back home and help those select few, but I can't make it, won't make it. They give the idea of the plane going down, the kid with the oxygen mask. You put yours on first, because you can't help them if you can't breathe. So that's why when you asked me about me coming up here, I'm just going to stay alive.
It's a good goal.
And let the cards play out for all the bad that they've done. And when the storm comes by and tears their ship and structures up, whether if they made it or not, I'm going to be firm upon the rock. Hey, do y'all need a hand?
Anthony, thanks for your time, man.
I love you, Seattle. God bless you for your time. You too, man.
I appreciate it, dude. Take care of yourself.
That was good. I like that.
Yeah, man, totally.
Oh.
You grab that little mic.
Oh, shit.
You gotta take a couple photos.
Oh, yeah.